and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Seminoles offense will get first crack at it today. And here's Quintravion Wisener. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Wilk Dunmore, you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Inside, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room, it's Singleton. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. The Nittany Lions offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Becht. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. On the move, he fires. It's complete. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They'll run play action. Makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The give out of the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making checks. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Seminoles want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the lone back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida State!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Here we go, ready.
They'll ride the hot hand. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons in Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Snagged out of the air. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Running inside, it's Singleton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Beck. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the big throw. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hansen. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Handoff to the single back. Taking it the other way. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A 1st down for the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. There's a crease. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go right back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Peoples. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. He goes right back to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go on with the W. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. He'll try it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's got his man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Rush is on him. Trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
I was ready for this fourth down anyways.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Here's a heat. And here's the third interception of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Keep it on the ground. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Penn State will spend its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
The Noles are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air. It's Sperry. Fires to the right. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Guys, this is a story we